The world wasn't about him. And to see like a TV host operate like that, to be constantly pushing the cameras outward and saying that what we're trying to achieve is out there. He had no real stake in creating his own celebrity, no real motivation to somehow further push his, brand. It was really about what was out there.
Bhutan, a remote, relatively rarely visited kingdom of myth and legend, high in the Himalayas, known as Land of the Thunder Dragon.
Tony primarily selected the locations. I'd say 90% of the episodes that we've done were places that Tony was interested in, that he had read about, studied about, places that he thought would make an interesting show, or subjects. From a cinematography standpoint, when we're shooting the shows, we'll do some degree of pre-production, but really you don't know anything until you're on the ground. I think the not knowing is really valuable. Everything is fresh, everything's new. Things that would seem very mundane to a local, it is like extraordinarily exciting to us. And I think seeing the world that way really coupled very nicely with Tony's kind of boyish enthusiasm for the world and the places that he visited.
Shoning Road, just south of People's Square. It's still happening. The good, old stuff. The China you first fell in love with.
I think as much as possible, we're trying to operate in an organic environment. We're trying not to affect the environment as much as possible. It is, after all, a documentary, To go in and have a very structured look and feel and tons of apparatus and crew and equipment, I think would be a real detriment to the show. So there is like a looseness. By being lightweight, we were then able to create something that was maybe more authentic to what we found when we went on the ground, instead of something that was a concept that, we conjured up here 6,000 miles away.
Right over there, Victoria Island, that's the Nigerian dream, right? If I just hustle enough, if I figure out a way, I have a master plan, God's help, I'm gonna end up over there.
So in Lagos, we shot 16 millimeter in digital. We go out 7-8 days early, and that scout will inform at least 50% of what we do. Then Tony comes, we'll start shooting, and as we're going through shooting, we're constantly talking. And Tony was a tremendous creative partner and advocate. Probably my favorite part of my life in the last 9 years. Every night going back to the hotel, having beers, talking about the day, talking about ideas, and a lot of that will start to inform kind of the writing and the structure of the show. And it's the writing, that really brought the show to life. It is like the lightning Dr. Frankenstein moment.
Self-made, self-run, self-policing, independent of everything. It exists because it has to.
What you saw with him is what you got. There was no TV persona that got turned on when the cameras were there. And then, he stormed off to his trailer, demanding a latte. That wasn't it, We'd shoot, and then when he felt like we had it, when it became intrusive kind of in a way to his experience, it would be like, hey man, guys, go wide. Let's put the cameras down. Like, let's stop. Let's talk. Let's soak up this environment. Let's eat.
Good, delicious.
Personally, I've never felt so empowered by the things someone gave me, the creative and narrative tools that he provided us with over the years. We're all kind of setting out into a little bit of a new world. Been there a long time, but I think doing so, carrying all of the kind of amazing things that he brought to television. He took every show very seriously, but it's not like that was the dominating aspect of every conversation, Sometimes we just hang out, man. The moments I will remember the most by far is times when we'd be done, put the cameras down, go out and sit on some sand dune in the empty quarter, play music, drink beers, and just talk about life. It's a tremendous gift. I'll never, ever forget it.